Rocket, welcome in. Congratulations on claiming first. Hope you're doing well today. What's up with us? You need to go out. Perfect timing. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah. Okay, folks. I am actually gonna disappear while the warm-up break is running because Porthos needs to be let out. So I will be right back. Pin it if it will let me. It will not. Let's try the old-fashioned way. There we go. Right, be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. Porthos has exceptional timing. Really stressful dream for some reason. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Let us do the thing. The mouse come. There we go. I don't know if we have any more conversations to have here now. That looks like a no. We need to inform the dice maker about the source of the doom and make Van X jam even harder core. I thought we'd done the Van X jam. Was I wrong?
Good morning, comrade!
No, there's more music.
Yeah! Harder core!
Okay, we need to improve interfacing for that one. So next time we get a level up. Actually, let's look at our... Yeah, next time we get a level up, we put it into...
Hello there.
Hello, Egghead. Hey, Carv, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Hey, Tidders, you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge? Put your feet up, relax. Lovely to see you. Yeah, so, oops. We're certainly alive, love. Certainly alive. I have started the stream nearly half an hour late today because I woke up late and said to myself, you had a really good sleep and you should really have a proper breakfast, wake up properly, and make yourself a proper meal to eat during the stream. And prep things so that you've got a proper meal to eat later on in the evening. Instead of doing what you have been doing for the last week and a half, which is either not eating, ordering takeout, or eating stuff that's really, really bad for you and doesn't help with your various physical ailments. Because it's easier. So I decided to pace myself this morning. I've got a chicken curry in the slow cooker. I've got some boiled egg, cheese and surimi in a bowl in front of me. Takeout is fine as a treat, but when you're eating it regularly, it is not fine. Because also expensive. Particularly around here, things have really gone up in price. Like a takeout that used to cost, for me and Slow, to have like a really nice meal and then have enough left over that I could eat the same thing for a couple of days thereafter, used to be about £30. And it's now closer to 45, 50. So just like one takeout order. It's shocking how expensive it's gotten. But it's really better to avoid doing that if I can. What time is it? It is 12:55. Yeah, so we need to go this way for the dice maker. So I decided not to punish myself for getting the rest that I very clearly needed by rushing around and not doing things properly and doing things that would, in the long run, not be better for my health, and to just start the stream a little later. I mean, the beauty is we can finish a little later if we need to. So, you know. Uh-oh. I'm looking around thinking, why is everything so dark? It's not normally this dark in here. It's because I've got drugs in my hand instead of a torch. Which I think sums Harry up quite well, to be honest with you.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
I know we've heard all this before, but I wonder if it would be different since we've talked to Suna and we know the full story
A
now.
diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but everything seems horrendously quiet today. Please, chat, do let me know if everything's quiet for you as well, because that means something's gone wrong with my audio setup.
The whole thing resembles Kadran
There we
mosaic
go.
tiles.
Just my headphones
Very
being fussy.
Basantic.
Hey! Thank you, conceptualization. That didn't happen last time. Hold on. How do you know what Kedron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
Thank you. So, coming back and re-examining these has actually proven positive already, purely because, we have grown as a person since we were here last.
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Hello, Sinister. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. I'm guessing by the blessed be the Plague Father that you're still feeling quite rough. But I hope you feel better soon. This must be an elaborate piece of art.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. Well, on the plus side, isn't the infection window quite slim? Remember rightly? So, at least you won't be infectious for too long? If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
I honestly want to know how this would work in our world, because it seems like a really fun idea for... It's almost like a MUD, multi-user dungeon. I think that's the correct 3 words for that acronym. But on the radio instead of on the internet, and that's really neat. Really big game of telephone. But I'd love to see how that would work as an actual real-world concept.
All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
Thanks, Logic. That's cheerful. What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
So we are just going to re-examine everything in, these guys are called Fortress Accident, right? Just to see if we get any
Your
new stuff,
flashlight
any new
slides
experience
over an
points.
old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
It is, I love the art for this as well. Like, you've got this, elf-eared looking dude with a sword, and then all of this other stuff, but with him at the center of it as like a focal point to keep everybody on track whilst they were planning everything out. It's very neat.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Okay. I don't know if, because everything's greyed out, I guess there's nothing new to obtain here. But we'll inspect the notes and see if anything new comes up when we do. Like any new experience point type things.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. The full text reads, Heat Death of the Universe is the new black. Another note says, the biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
Thank you, Shivers. Okay. So I don't think we're going to get anything new out of that. Because I'm pretty sure we got that Shivers last time. Maybe we can get something new out of the computer? Probably not, because we've been and interacted with this since we met Suna, but just in case.
Tiles on the cube are still smouldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Okay. So the fireplace was the only thing we were going to get anything new out of. That's fine. Let's go talk to the dice lady.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
I appreciate that she is one of the few people in the world that seems to know that the singular for dice is die, and actually says it. The amount of people that make dice for a living and still call a singular a dice is just shocking to me. Okay, so we've got an even chance of Shivers being successful there. But we are gonna leave the conversation and we're gonna dress for Shivers. Sorry, horrific necktie. I love you, I do, but I need Shivers more than I need Inland Empire right now. I wish I could draw consistently, because if I could, I would absolutely do a comic of this game. like in the same sort of style that Oh That's Raspberry does comics of her like Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill playthroughs. And it'd just be Harry going up, talking to someone, seeing a conversation option, and then immediately just undressing in front of them and changing into a different outfit before continuing the conversation. Because I do this every time. Because I have no faith in my ability to roll well. This should be fine. Yeah, okay. So Shivers is at +2. That should do us.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Perfect. But we've got other things we can ask about first. So I have more questions about this
I'm
building.
listening.
What we've got. Oh, nothing. I actually had other
Good.
questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I think I found the actual source of the
I
curse.
thought we agreed that the curse isn't real.
It's a bit more complicated than I first thought it would be.
I'm listening.
She leans back in her chair, arms crossed across the chest. Let's just say it. There's a 2mm hole in reality located in a church on the other side of the canal. I think it may be related to Pale.
Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true.
She sits up, visibly agitated. I'm afraid it is. Suna Lukanen Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this?
She appears to take this in while the chatter from her headphones continues unabated.
So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
That's what I've preached the whole time and no one listened. I'm leaning towards either being like, the end is nigh, I told you so, or not saying anything at all. And we are a cop of the apocalypse, so fuck it, why not? It's what I preached the whole time. No one listened.
A curse is something superstitious, but a 2mm hole in reality? We all know what it means. It's pale. In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
She asks as the wind continues to seep in through the cracks in the old chimney. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture, its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtain. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looks around the makeshift nest that she has carved out for herself, bewildered. I know this is important, but I'm not wearing the right clothes for this conversation. Yeah, exactly. You've got to be wearing the right attire to deliver this kind of news.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Has a different address in the heart of the city.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Alright, chill out, Inland Empire. No one's really ever safe from the failure. Yeah, I'm right here. Just give me 5 minutes and I'll fuck up your day. Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger.
Hello.
Hello, Cyborg. Welcome in with that abysmal joke. I hope you're doing well today. A lucky charm? A Seminese ward?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed.
Oh, that's very exciting, Cyborg.
And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy here.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
She stares out of the window, not really hearing your words.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls.
She's not wrong. I do like that you can try again. So, folks that were here last night will know that I've been playing a lot of Stellaris recently. And I had a particularly unfortunate start to a game that I was playing with Dee a couple of days back. I spawned in a star system that only had 2 exit points, and both exit points were already claimed by like substantially larger empires that had been given a head start when we booted the game up. So I was trapped and completely unable to build my fleet up enough to actually expand my borders any. And Dee said, we can always just restart the game and get a fresh spawn. And I said, nope, I won't learn anything if we restart every time it gets difficult. So, yeah, you can always restart, or you can be like me and be defiant. I did manage to expand my borders eventually. And the campaign, it's not going great for me, but it is still going. I've made it to the mid-game without dying, so sometimes it pays to struggle on a little bit. You can play as an adult who has friends. Why would you want to do that? Ugh.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
Ooh. Ooh. She's getting into multiverse theory here, and I'm okay with that. She picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
What was the thought we just gained? The precarious world. Ooh. Okay. I think we're gonna get... We normally get a little pop-up thingy for new thoughts. No? Okay. Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though, not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? How do you not lose? I really want to internalize that, but like, we're so close to finishing Date of Birth Generator. And I have a skill point to spend? Fuck it! Where did that go? I know I was supposed to use that on interfacing so we could go back and do the Van Eyck test again, but I don't care. I want that thought. That thought fascinates me. It compels me. Okay. What else do we have to do? Dolores Day was fond of figurines. She deserves more. You should offer her any and all you have one day, if you meet her in person. What an odd task to give yourself, but here we are. Thanks, Brain. Start by identifying the bullet. Okay. Do we have the bullet in our pocket? Items. Interact. We do.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
Okay. Oh, absolutely, Cyborg. Absolutely. We actually have a clip of me making that exact point from the last stream of this. Okay, do I potentially get my ass handed to me by the scab leader whilst Kim isn't here to protect me? Maybe. Try and find Ruby, go talk to Classia. We might do that, actually. We've not found a working transceiver yet, so we can't do this one yet. Confront that ass out. Okay, so you want me to go talk to the scab leader?
Hello.
Getting your ass handed to you by a scout leader. That takes me back to when I was 11. Okay, I said scab, not scout, but okay. That's an unfortunate mental image. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Soup. Also, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, we've not had the signal yet, so we can't do that one. I haven't found a way into the whirling secret passages yet. Oops. We'll put the bullet away because we have nothing we can do with it right now. Okay. Like, I would have thought maybe the whirling secret passages are somewhere in here, but there doesn't seem to be anywhere I can go for that, so maybe not.
Oh! Oh, hello.
Hey, Buff, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. I don't like having the torch on when I'm outside. It's too bright. Hello! Hey, again, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Watch Horrible Histories prom on YouTube. Excellent! I used to love watching Horrible Histories. Good silly fun. I used to love reading the books when I was at school as well. Long before it became a TV show. I also misread it initially and then reprocessed it, which is why it took me a little bit longer to respond to it than normal. Yeah, you mentioned last night. Or Buff
There
mentioned
are
last
8
night.
pairs
One
of
of you
tracks in
mentioned
the
last
mud.
night.
3 stick out, but
Because your characters were arguing over what to do with them, weren't they? You mentioned it, did you, Buff? I knew one of you had mentioned it.
you won't get far without the lieutenant here to bounce thoughts off of. Where could he be right now? The asphalt passing underneath the front wheels of his motor carriage at a high speed.
Oh wow, Kian, yeah, that's that must have been some quite intense role-playing. I hope you all had a moment to like calm and rebalance afterwards. Because when you get into stuff like that in character, even though you know it's in character, it can be quite emotionally taxing for you as a person. Having been through similar in RPs in the past, it's very, very important to have that little bit of a moment after something like that where you can ground yourself. Even in Battletech, you don't want nukes around. Yep. Use one and then everyone else does. Absolutely. So we can't do any proper detective work until Kim gets back because we miss him. Let's go to class here. Played a one-shot once and got so upset at another player character I tried to throw them off the side of an airship. Holy shit. Yeah. And sometimes when you do stuff like that in character, you then have to say to the player that you're doing it to, look, it's nothing I have against you, unless it is actually something you have against them. Because I've been in some of those RPs in the past too, where you've just got one arsehole that was invited along and ruins it for everyone else, and you're just like, okay, we're just going to conspire to kill their character off. As soon as you use a nuke, all bets are off. Some things are the same in video games and RP games as they are in reality, frankly. Okay, where is she? Is she on the roof? Oh yeah, we need to click on that, don't we? Yep.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Oh wow, okay, that's a godly check. Let's do this one first and see if that actually gives us a bit of a boost on the Shivers one. Now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
Yeah, sorry about that. Before you was only the room, the sound of the motor vehicle, steam in the bathroom, and darkness.
Wow. Mythopoetically adequate stuff.
Did you hear something? Sunday night, from my room.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
She nods. Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
She arches her eyebrow, waiting for it to connect with you.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
She says, half singing. I like Classia. Her voice actor is really good. She is. To be honest with you, I love all of the voice acting in this game, particularly the narrator, the fellow that voices the voices in our head. Streamed Disco Elysium for charity not long ago, which has obviously raised him in my estimations even more, but he's got such a wonderful voice. They picked the perfect person to be the voice that you hear the most of in the whole game, in my opinion, because he's got a very smooth, very relaxing voice, and he knows how to apply it with the correct sort of rhythm and stuff like that to really convey how you as a character are supposed to be feeling at that moment in time without it being really in your face. He's a very, very good voice actor. But yes, the lass who voices Classia is also fantastic. Mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it.
That's bleak. You'll have to give me a moment, chat, because my hands are in a bit of a state. I have been, because of how burnt out I've been chewing my nails, and as a result, I've got all these like little hangnails and sharp cuticle bits that keep catching on things, and they're kind of sore, so I'm just trimming them down so that they don't hurt quite so much. Buff just informed me that he is a real villain as he just stomped on a bike rack in his mech. Buff, on purpose? Why would you do that? What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore.
By
and
accident,
that we're
okay.
alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
If it was an accident, then that's okay. Accidents happen. I should know. I have caused many a terrible accident in a game on stream for all to witness. Military base bike rack. Oh, okay then. Oh no, it was an accident. When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes, it was very cool.
I think she might have been being sarcastic there.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Uh-huh. Rhetoric, I think you may be compromised. There was no way she meant that. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
She takes a sip of her coffee and smiles.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Thank you.
No problem, sir.
It hasn't improved our ability to deal with this shivers check. But... oh well. Keep your fingers crossed, chat. I can't look. I can never look when I do a check and it's a low chance of success. But I'm duty bound to try.
Nothing happens. There is a mass of droplets above the planetary body, colorless, merging into one another. The sky is low and cold. You hear the distant murmur of motor connections somewhere south of here. That is all.
So, officer,
Why do I feel like you've won here?
I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir. All the time.
She takes a sip of her cold coffee.
She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it.
Does she empathy or are you also compromised? This turned out well for you. You've slipped past all suspicions.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it have gone, I mean?
She looks around.
The wet wind, heavy with brine and industrial pollution from the stacks nearby, ruffles her hair.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility.
What are you contained for, then?
For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. The list goes on and on.
Dried flowers on the roof. Could Ruby have left them? These don't fit with anything.
The what? Oh, those ones. I don't know, sir. I said I have no idea what to make of them. Honestly, I think they're just trash. I mean, there's no reason for me to think they're somehow connected to her.
Something seems off with this theory I've developed about Ruby.
I don't know what to say.
It all seems fortuitous for you.
None of this is fortuitous for me.
This all turned out well enough for you. You somehow managed to not become a suspect.
Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me then? What I managed was to get him killed. I'm the love that does people in, remember?
That's it then, I guess. Oh yeah, she does have that kind of vibe, doesn't she, Kian?
She nods, slowly, carefully even. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
Let's return to this later. Actually, let's have another look at that door.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Is there anything else up here we can interact with? No. By all means, Kian, I won't look at it until during the break.
This window
but you're always
is pristine on the inside,
Didn't mean to do
unlike the
that.
one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass
On the plus
in
side.
an untarnished golden halo.
Yeah, I won't look at it until the break, and you are, as always, welcome to put it into the Pets Corner chat of the Discord, where I am much more likely to see it. If you are specifically wanting to share it in a way that I will be able to see. If you've already done so, then I will catch it after the stream. Clothes. Vizcal. It's Vizcal time now. I swear we have something with Vizcal on it. Don't we? Yes. That's it. That's the best we can do for Vizcal.
This window is pristine on the inside,
83%
unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. Ending him.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghost.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Okay, let's look at the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
We've got a break in 5 minutes, which is a real problem because the little forensic scientist that lives in my brain is very happy right now, and I want to gush about this. This is really good ballistics recreation. I'm loving it. Like, it's even pointed out that what we've got here isn't the definite point, it is the most likely point based on various trajectories, based on where the bullet entered the victim and where we know the victim was positioned at the point in time when the bullet entered them. Ballistics is fun because it's maths. I don't normally like maths, but this is a practical application of maths that I find absolutely fascinating, and they've done such a good job of representing it here and doing it accurately. Like, you folks might remember how excited I got. Oh, no, I suck at maths as well, Kian, unless it's practically applied like this. For some reason, when it's practically applied like this, it makes sense to me. If it's just like maths when you do it at school, I sucked ass at maths at school. In the real world, I can actually do maths surprisingly well, because there's a reason to do it. I'm not a maths for the sake of maths kind of person, clearly. But maths for the sake of science. Oh boy. Yeah, this is really, really good. Folks might remember I got very, very excited about the ballistics logic in Lacuna when we played that on stream. I still need to finish that at some point. We've not finished it yet. But this is like that, but better. This is like, how do I explain this? I have 3 minutes to get this off my chest before we have to go for a break. Okay, come on, brain, you can do this. This is like if CSI actually knew what it was fucking talking about. It's so nice. Like, I don't know what the devs' experience of this kind of investigative work was before they came into this game, but assuming that they are game developers first and foremost and none of them have a forensics background, they did their fucking research for this, and I love them for it. Even if they did have a forensics background, injecting that into a video game in an enjoyable way and in a visually appealing way as well, oh my god, I love them even more. This is game of the century for me right now, purely because of how it does forensic investigation, but it's such a great game with such amazing forensic investigation mechanics built into it, and I just, oh my god, I love it so much. I can't believe I slept on this for so long. Right. Forensics nerd gush over. We are due a break, so now is a great time, everybody, to grab a drink, have a stretch, get some fresh air, maybe grab a snack, maybe go and tell someone how amazing the forensics in Disco Elysium is. Up to you. Do what you need to do, get your meat mecha maintenance in, and I will be back with you in 3 minutes after I have calmed the fuck down. See you in 3. Something beginning with P and ending in Y. Clearly Jimmy Carter. Yeah, it must be Jimmy Carter. To be fair, the hair's way too well kept to be the other guy. Pussy. And maybe Pussy kill him. And enlighten me, Nat. How exactly does someone pussy kill a person? Do not forget, brother guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, brother Adok? I'm comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down. Okay, that's a pretty good burn back.
Come back whenever you find something, Messin. I'll be up. I can
And
stay
so will
up all
Nelson.
night.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well then.
This run, I don't want to jinx it, but it's going pretty good. Oh no, 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 no! Oh no! I went the wrong way! I'm gonna take a photograph of you first. Oh shit, no, I don't want to take a photograph from inside you. That seems a bit rude. Not on a first date. Giving the poor bugger a spectral colonoscopy. Did that work? Yes! Perfect.
Hey. Sorry.
What?
Well, I don't know. Everything.
No need. Listen, I'm bored in another 15. Stay safe. Or leave. We can finish this thing together.
I can't.
You can't? Or you won't?
No, I mean, I physically can't. The house won't let
I got all of Doll Skip.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
That was a perfect tapless Doll Skip, everybody. I've never done that before.
Can I get to Melody? In time. I don't think I can. She's gonna get to the toilet before I can.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. Hope you're all feeling refreshed. Omarid, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Primbles, welcome in, mouse friend. I hope you're doing well today as well. Apologies that I didn't welcome you properly. Obviously, we'd literally just gone for a break as you both came in and said hello, so... Thank you both. Yeah, Kian, I may actually, at some point in the future, when we've played a few more games with forensic investigation mechanics in them, thank you, Kian. Maybe we will do like a little tier list stream where I rate the forensic investigation mechanics in the games that I've played. Because I can only think of 3 at this point that we've actually done that in. 4. Because Between Horizons had Forensic IT in it, so... Oh, no, that's fantastic for a Sunday though, Primbles. You enjoy your bedtime, absolutely. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm streaming, I would also still be in bed. See, I give Batman the benefit of the doubt. Oh, the Arkham games, I've played those, but I've never streamed them. So, 5. So we've got Telltale Batman, which actually... The forensic investigation in the Telltale Batman game isn't too bad. Got things to do, though. Will they wait until tomorrow? Because if they can wait until tomorrow, fucking do them tomorrow. Have a rest day. Just relax. Be cozy, mouse. Arkham games, yeah, the forensic investigation in the Arkham games is kind of bullshit. This, fucking love this. Lacuna, fucking loved Lacuna's forensic investigation. Between Horizons, fucking loved the forensic IT work in that. That was really well put together.
Hello.
Hello, Eagle Mustache, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Can't work equipment is being collected tomorrow, I need to pack it. Ah, yeah, fair enough, okay. Yeah, that's a quick little job and then back to bed. Not been in a bit, and that's okay. You can visit the bar whenever you feel like. That's the beauty of it. I mean, obviously, it's not always open, but when it is, you're welcome to join in if you want to, or not. Okay. Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away.
And
This was
some...
more than a week ago.
Yeah. Some prick who was assigned to the case decided to go on an epic 7-day bender instead of doing his fucking job, and now all of the trace evidence is gone. We're the problem here. We are the problem here. We did this. We have made this case difficult. So I'm what? 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that fires jacketed ammunition, likely a rifle. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot.
They knew what they were doing, though.
The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Thank you, Vizcal. Did we hurt Kim? No, Kim has taken the body to the morgue. But that's like an entire day he's got to travel to his precinct with it for. So, we just want him to come back. This is the most investigation we've been able to do without him here, because everything else has just been like, this would be so much easier if Kim was here. But he's going to be so proud of us when he gets back and we're like, we identified where the shooter was. We have identified all of this information about the gunshot that killed the victim. Be proud of us, Kim. Please, we love you. Okay. Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Could there have been another point of origin? Further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
Not prime B. I'm sorry, Primbles, I had to. More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Goddamn, Harry's brain when it works is good. I know, right? Like, I am having so much fun with this specific mental conversation we're having right now. I thought it was pronounced islet. I think it... I've heard it both ways, to quote Psych. I started saying islet after playing Pizza Possum, because that is set on an isleta. And isleta sounds better than isleta. It's a regional dialect. Harry's previous work experience is coming back. I know, it's so good! yeah, this is very satisfying for me as someone that did forensics at university and then never got to use it anywhere, other than in video games. This is very enjoyable. I don't know if I've told you folks this story before, because let's face it, it has been 4 years that I've been doing this shit, and I have said a lot of things in that time. But when I was at university, the university I went to do forensics was one of the only universities in the entire country that has a crime reconstruction house. So part of our assessment was done in the crime house, which is, for anyone that doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about, it's basically like a staged crime scene. So they've got dummies in the place of victims, and then there are, depending on the kind of crime that's been staged, there could be shell casings or bullets. There could be not sharp, like prop knives and things like that, and something to simulate blood splatter, that kind of stuff. So you've basically got all the things there to do your own little version of CSI. And the case that we had for my course was a basically like a drug exchange gone wrong. And the victim was a drug dealer who had been shot. And I was the only person in my class that was able to figure out where the shell casing from the bullet would have landed. And I found it. I fucking found it. I was very, very smug about that. And when I picked it up and someone was like, how the fuck did you find that? I looked at them, and being the smug little arsehole I was when I went to university, I said, it's the observation of trifles, which is a reference to Sherlock Holmes. Because of course it is. Is it bad that I hear that kind of house and think that would be a fun thing to visit? No, because it is a fun thing to visit. Okay. Probably surprising no one that's a regular here, but I would absolutely love to go to a body farm at some point, because I think it would be fascinating. Scientifically speaking, it is fascinating. And one of my biggest regrets from when I was in Hawaii is that I found out shortly thereafter that the world's best body farm is located in Hawaii. And I could have, because you can, at this one apparently, I could have gone to see it if I'd booked in advance. And that would have been really cool. A forensics musical could be cool. I would go to see a forensics musical. I would absolutely go to see a forensics musical. Yeah, so that was my little visual calculus moment when I was at university, everybody. Okay, let's have a look at point B, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Okay, good to know. How about Land's End?
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Okay. How about Eastlet?
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. on an islet in
Oh,
the
fuck,
Bay
I
of
haven't medicated.
Montenegro,
Thank you,
perhaps.
Primbles.
There are islets there, badly charted as they may be.
Here, have you taken your meds today? Get it fucking done.
We are all going to stop and get it fucking done if we haven't already. Excuse me, folks. Thankfully, today isn't arthritis meds day, so at least I've not missed out on the super important ones. Okay, medicated. Everybody else, if you needed to take meds and forgot this morning, I hope you took them then. Alright, let's get back on, shall we?
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable.
Slow has that with his meds as well. It's unfortunate that, Primbles. So the shot could have come from somewhere further out than the roof.
It is possible that it came from B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, or B triple prime, the islet.
Ah, I see.
You can't know for sure until you investigate those locations.
Sublingual is such a good word. Like, just reading it is pleasing. I don't know why. Okay,
The
so we need to
lieutenant would
investigate those
probably
locations.
agree that, in this situation, it's best to be thorough.
I love how, like, we're on our own because Kim's gone to take the body to the morgue. And every time we do anything investigative, we were like, what would Kim do? What would Kim think? I love these two so much. They're so cute.
Two neon-lit shapes, a
Damn
man
it.
and a woman.
I was
having
aiming for the
sex.
steps.
A ray of backward motion.
No. Shush. Oh, it's here. I have to click here for the steps. Silly me. Okay. So I guess we go investigate the other locations now. Hang on. Who are these guys?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Who the fuck are you?
As Lieutenant Kitsuragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on. You're a patrol officer of the RCM?
Yes, I am.
She nods. I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
She's still avoiding your gaze. God, I don't know why. I'm just trying to do my best. Yeah. Yeah, mood. Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So, what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
She just sighs.
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Wow. Rude. The sunglasses wearing man pushes through his teeth.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Thanks, conceptualization. You have a blue uniform, mine is black. What does this mean?
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
Okay, goodbye.
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like shit, asshole. Your face looks like shit. Looks don't matter. It's what's on the inside that does.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Wow, this guy doesn't like us.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
Woman next to him sighs.
It's not just this week. What you want?
He scans you from head to toe.
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face.
There's something strange about this guy. Let's figure it out.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Okay, what did I do?
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
He pauses.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
We're 41st, aren't we? Or are we 57th? I don't remember. I'm bad at this. We can't look at our items while we're in here, so... There's somewhere where it... Yeah, here. I think. No. Badge? Can't look at my badge. And the officer profile doesn't say it. Shit. Yeah, I can't look at my badge because I'm in a conversation. Can anyone remember which precinct we're from? My memory's really bad. Though there is an urge to go with 69, dude. We're not doing that though. 41. Thank you, Rocket. See, I knew it was either the 41st or the 57th, and I was leaning towards 41st, but I second guessed myself. So thank you for clarifying for me. 41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds...
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, we don't actually get that bit of speech. Okay. Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. So, what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
You seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style?
Oh dear.
Never mind. Partner.
Oh dear. I think I see how this is going. Actually, I shouldn't have called you my partner. Kim's my partner. He's going to know.
Perfect. Great. I don't give a shit. Now, leave us alone and do your thing. And I don't mean get drunk and piss yourself, right? You realize that, don't you?
Wow, he really doesn't like me. Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Uh-huh.
This isn't helping.
What the fuck are you guys here for? She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Thanks, Porthos, for contributing to my lunch.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
Fuck off!
I think it may well be, Rocket. Who is the far-out son of a
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
He winks at you sarcastically. Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His grey eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad. Wow. Okay, so... I guess he's my angry ex?
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
I hate the fact that this says I'm a cop on the end of it. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a sack of shit?
Exactly.
The man nods excitedly in approval.
He didn't answer your question.
Now will you answer some questions for me?
No.
He says calmly, then just keeps staring at you. Why not?
'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
He adopts a lighter tone.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Person who we think shot him, who... No, I feel like I need to go through all of these in order. So I'm hoping I can go through all of them in order. Because each of them... Like, from here onwards feels like... they kind of lead into each other. And if I start with this one, I'm starting at the end. I don't know. I don't know. I'll start with 2, I think. Okay, I'm doing this investigation, and it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Why am I telling you
I
this?
don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Thanks, logic.
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
He looks at you in disbelief. Let's talk about the hanged man again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Person who we think shot him, who made it look like he was hanged, that we're looking for. We can't find her.
Well, where have you looked for her?
We think she may be on the coast.
West of here? Tough luck. The place is ruined from the bombardment. A lot of places to hide there.
Well, yeah. Hey, why am I telling you these things?
I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay then, see you around.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice. I recognize
Oh
it.
really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
I have a bit of memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
He turns away from you.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Look, I just have to ask. Are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Okay then. See you around. Can I talk to
Yes?
her about more stuff now?
What is it?
Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an
You're an
asshole.
asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Oh, he really hates us.
Can I actually help you with something?
She looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates?
Somebody with
not
amnesia.
possible.
You're the police, right? Cool, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Jean and Judith, okay? What are you, the police, doing
I'm
here?
just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Police.
Yes. The policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
She says quietly and looks away. So they've been sent to make sure I don't fuck this up. God, we're gonna have so much to fill Kim in on when he gets back. I hope he gets back. He said he was just going out to buy cigarettes. Okay, 2 o'clock. We are getting there. Okay, we wanted to go this way. To the boardwalk? I think. Boardwalk, island, Land's End. Where's our map? I think this is the closest to boardwalk I can get. How do I get up onto the not this way.
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol, flecks some more wet snow from above. The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff.
Ew.
And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring.
How does it feel?
The melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. Grandmothers don't let their grandchildren out dressed so lightly in this weather. At least your hair is protected from getting wet and sticking together. You look around.
What's in the west?
More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings. Crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles. Grey and red forgotten city blocks. What remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast.
And beyond that?
The waters turn black, coal city in the shadow of San Martin, a boom town. Back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet.
Yeah, me too, Rocket. And whoever wrote the Shivers stuff, gold stars, because it's very, very effective at conveying what things feel, sound, smell like. It's very, very good. Most enjoyable. What is there?
Below the old mines, L'Océan Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery. Le Petit Rat braved the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume,
Royaume?
where the Philippian kings were interred with their doctors and their admirals. Mausoleums, burial chambers, leaf gold still remains on the double door of the morning.
Le Petit Rat?
Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums and for fabled relics. Their parents let them. They go deeper.
Deeper?
After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli, plundered from Safle and Seol during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Philip Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philip the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed, so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure magenta cocaine, favored by Revacholian royalty.
Well then.
Did someone say untold quantities of cocaine?
Yes,
Drop everything
electrochemistry.
immediately. And go
No
looking for this
electrochemistry. No. We have a job to do. The cocaine can come later.
How can it be pure if it's magenta?
Thank you, logic. How can it be pure if it's magenta?
Snow falls, and there is no answer. Some things are not for mortals to know.
Wipe the snow from our shoulders.
Few petits rats return from the shafts. Even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets.
Go back to bed, Electrochem. Yeah.
All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water.
Damn. You could easily put everything that Shivers says into a book and sell it as poetry. And I don't think anybody would be any the wiser unless they'd played the game. What's in the east?
The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez proper, the district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds.
That's all.
Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king.
See, the thing is, Rocket, if they cut coke with gems, then it definitely wouldn't be pure. That's better.
A fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood. Clean white light coming from the windows of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst ruins. A secret.
I'm well aware, Rocket, and I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that it's definitely not going to be pure if that's the case. And Shivers said it was pure. So that's in the east. Worth knowing. What's in the north?
An abandoned church that's being turned into a dance club. 4 youths are hard at work there, making it ever harder core.
And further north?
A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves. Sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul.
And on the islets?
The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection. way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied Ozon kids with equally ample pockets.
And on the other side of the inlet?
Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far.
Before that, before the curtains are drawn.
The Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild pines, Zam, Morian. And at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the coalition warship Archer, on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder.
What's in the south?
The raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox.
The Pox?
Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since.
Wow.
The Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off.
But still.
Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace.
Further south?
A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells.
No, it was home. I want more.
The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning.
Disgusting.
Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens, and the chop shops of the Zemlyaki. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights directed toward the seafloor, looking for something, like whiskers.
For what?
A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpaulin flap in the wind.
What's below me?
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
Tell me a secret of the sands, Wind.
Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You would probably never happen across it. But who knows?
Concrete pipe under the boardwalk. Okay, we can look for that. Where is Ruby?
Near. Snow falls into dark water. She prays, though she doesn't believe. There is a hum in the air. That's all. The spring thaw will come in earnest. Just not yet.
That was a really nice break from everything with Shivers. Concrete pipe under the boardwalk. How would we find that? There! We can't interact with it. Do we have to be up here to interact with it, maybe? I very much wonder how much of Shivers is proper supernatural. I wonder how we get to it. Perhaps if we've got our multi-tool equipped? I don't see how this would help, because normally if you can do something with a certain tool equipped, it shows you that it's available to you beforehand anyway. But no. I wonder if we can get anything new out of this since our skills
You
are
see,
upgraded.
a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains.
Yes, no.
It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
That's a shame. But never mind. Okay, so... Actually, is there anything... Because we're on the boardwalk now. Not seeing anything, it's not triggering any thoughts.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
We are absolutely not out of change.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Okay, so we're going to dial 005-2403155 and see what happens.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this?
No, but we're going to anyway.
End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
Voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. No, this is not Pierre. Who is Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
The woman moans and the phone lines howl in unison with her. No, I'm a police
To
officer.
hell with the police. To hell with you.
Wow.
Her
Okay.
voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Rocket. But is it supernatural or is it him extrapolating in his mind? We have a very unreliable narrator here who has unreliable narrators within him. So it could just be that he is, you know, inventing these scenes in his head based on what he does know or what he remembers but doesn't realise he remembers. Our memories and our feelings come out of us in some very strange ways when we don't expect them to. And considering the amount of head trauma he suffered...
Pereira Visky just followed.
Verovisky, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh, thank you, Chibi. Okay, let's make another phone call before we go for a break. So we're going to dial 005 51 17 912.
Still calling. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity.
Is electricity there? No, we're not going to prank call this guy. Sorry, wrong number.
Don't worry about it, buddy. Happens to all of us. You have a nice day now.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Okay, one more and then we'll go for a break. 005 9977 313.
Calling. Calling. Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
Someone picks up. The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Oh, that seems like the kind of thing that's going to get somebody killed. We're not saying that. You seem to be in some sort of trouble. Maybe I can help you. I'm a police officer.
The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end.
Sounds about right.
Disconnect tone.
Okay, we'll make some more calls once we get back from the break. Oh gosh. Okay. Now is a great time, everyone, to grab a drink, grab a snack, have a stretch, get some fresh air, all that good stuff. And I will be back with you in 3 minutes when I have done the same. For anyone that's not been here before, just a quick heads up, you will not be missing anything during the break. This is how I make sure that I am keeping myself well during streams. All you will miss is the clip reel while the ads are playing. So, go do your Meat Mecha maintenance. I will see you in 3.
Get nice and moist for me, won't you?
I will be reading This Be the Verse by Philip Larkin.
They fuck you up, your mum and dad. They do not mean to, but they do. They fill you with the faults they had and add some extra just for you. But they were fucked up in their turn by fools in old-style hats and coats who half the time were sloppy stern and half at one another's throats. Man hands on misery to man. It deepens like a coastal shelf. Freedom. Get out as early as you can. And don't have any kids yourself.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to, like, deep throat my Yeti. Good. If I'd have known that, I would have wished her a happy birthday. On to food. Ooh, enjoy food.
Buy the rocket Shinji.
Oh, fucking hell! What? No! Ah! Shit!
I believe in you, says Zero. A little late there, buddy.
What the fuck just... What? What? What the fuck just...
I was all going a bit Pete Toggle all of a sudden. No!
Like, it just sort of rubber banded and then we were out of fuel?
Come back whenever you find something, Nelson. I'll be at. I can
And
stay
so will
all
Nelson.
night.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well then.
There's some teak. There's a bit of ebony. Some cedar, or cedar if you prefer. Rosewood. And I can't even pronounce that. Special bread. Cider? Oh, Porthos, you adorable flaily git. Beware of the 2 large pincers, or claws, as they can pinch. Crab facts! Crocs are known for just eating whatever they come across as long as it's meat. Yeah. I mean, same. For those of you in chat that have played this game before, as is always the case, please refrain from any spoilers, because I have equipped Tidders with an additional tool.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. Hope you're all feeling refreshed. Sorry, that took a little longer than planned because I was putting some potatoes into the slow cooker for my curry. Okay, let's make some more phone calls. We've got 41 reals, so we've got plenty of money to waste on this. Moving into that shack was the best idea I ever had. Okay, let's phone 005 11 11 313. Good number.
Calling.
I'm tired.
A man answers. Fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
Oh yeah, I also got my baked potatoes out of the air fryer. I'm tired
If
too.
I could go just 1 month without writing, no, 2 months, I could regenerate my brain. Fucking liberalism.
The man disappears with a sigh.
Poor guy.
You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you, the call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Well, hello from Scotland to Brazil. And this is my first time ever playing this, so I've been asking people to not spoil things. But I'm absolutely loving it. Really, really loving it. Particularly very, very happy with the forensic investigation elements of the game. They are very close to my heart and very, very well done. But overall, this game is just, it's so beautiful, it's so well written. It's made me cry a few times already. And got me very close to crying on several other occasions. It's just, it's fantastic. This is the best approximation of a tabletop role-playing game that I have ever encountered in a video game. Okay, we're gonna dial a random number with our eyes closed.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number, then move one up, and repeat the motion twice.
Everything is beautiful. It really is. You can tell this game is a labor of love because so much has gone into making it feel like a real lived-in world. The sound design, the character design, the writing, the game mechanics themselves, like the general minute-to-minute gameplay, everything about this feels so loved. It's really a pity what happened with the devs. Because if they had just been able to continue as they were and make more games like this, can you imagine? I mean, I know all of them have gone on to do other projects now, separate from one another in some instances, but This is something really special, and I am very, very glad that I get to share it with you all.
Strange. This is not how you started before.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 45167451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection.
It spawned its own subgenre. I like to call them disco lights. Yep, bit of a pun, but it still makes sense. It does make sense, yes. Honestly, if we get more point-and-click RPG games that draw inspiration from the way in which Disco Elysium has done it, because there were games of that genre before Disco Elysium, but Disco Elysium has very definitely perfected the formula. If we get more games that use Disco Elysium as a source, as a reference for what they're doing, then I'm A-okay with that. Like, Rue Valley that we played on Friday very definitely draws a lot of inspiration in its mechanics, and even in its art style to an extent, from Disco Elysium. You can really feel the passion that those devs have for this game in that. There's another one that I keep forgetting the name of that's a cyberpunk one that's very clearly drawn inspiration from Disco Elysium as well. And there's more and more of these games sort of coming out of the woodwork in the most positive way possible. And I'm very, very happy about that, because I do feel like this has taken a genre that hadn't really been done particularly well previously and has found a way to make it not only work, but kind of sing, for want of a better description. I do hesitate to say that they are disco lights or disco likes. We are very quickly getting to like Metroidvania territory with that. And I think that does a disservice to the games that get bundled into those categories to an extent. Because you're automatically, frankly, you're automatically comparing them to something that they're probably never going to be able to live up to. And I know when we were playing Rue Valley, I was like, this is very heavily inspired by Disco Elysium. And I was comparing the two. I was very definitely doing apples to apples there. But I think just automatically categorizing them as being like Disco Elysium is a slippery slope. Also, if it ends up being like a Steam category, we'll get so much shit in there that's nothing like any of those games, which will be a real shame. Steam community tags are both a blessing and a curse.
An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away, a distant network of phones. Calling. Calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Both pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rising with each ring.
Okay.
Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
I don't want to hang up. I mean, it's impossible anyway. But knowing my luck, we actually succeed at this check. So I'm gonna let it call.
Calling. 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 Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Yeah, exactly, Cyborg. Like, frankly, the amount of porn games I get recommended on Steam these days, because I've played Ace Attorney on my Steam account, and because I've played... what's the other one? Power Wash Sim. I get so many porn games recommended to me by Steam because I've played Power Wash Sim. I don't... Steam's just fucked, frankly. No pun intended. Hello. She hums, her voice warm from sleep. Yeah, same, Cyborg.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
She's still confused.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you, to make it possible to live.
Look at the way we're standing.
In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing. It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
Your voice is so beautiful.
No. It's you, isn't it?
She's waking up now. I really don't want to say this one. So I guess we proceed. I'm a revolutionary servant of humanity. I will free mankind and abolish the classes. I will raise the dead.
You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
The silence. It's heavy as tin. The white noise howls. I know exactly what this is and I hate it. I have a pretty solid idea of what this is. And I kind of love it. Like, if this is what I think it is, this is some really fucking good writing. And it hurts to be part of it. Which is how you know it's good writing. Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
It sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Where are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in my rover, sleeping.
Well, you were sleeping until I got here. Sorry. Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
Where?
The academy, where I work.
The academy? That sounds better than my job.
No response, only a sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper.
I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
My heart hurts. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh no. Please stop. Please, let's just hang up.
Someone there with you?
Yes.
I don't want to do either of these two. I'm gonna hang up.
Your hand isn't moving. The headset hisses in your ear with evil sadness.
Okay, we can't hang up. Oh no. Can we try again?
Your hand isn't moving. The headset hisses in your ear with evil sadness.
It really is, isn't it, Prime B? Like, I know I'm smiling, but I'm smiling because it's so well written. We were warned several times. We were given an out, and I said, no, I want to follow this through because this is interesting. And now we're stuck. I am the law. I'm a detective doing a case. There's a hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
Well, I got an achievement for saying I'm the law 7 times, so that's nice. None of it matters. Not anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Considering that was a long distance call, that actually... that stayed connected for a really long time. That was good money. That was so good. Like, it was fucking brutal. But, oh my god, that was so well written. That was intense. Well, now we know where the smell of apricots came from. Oh, Harry, what did you do?
Run to the church, home, anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
Yeah, we're not gonna call her again. That was so brilliant. Like, okay, no. Just gonna pause for a minute. I need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. That was a wonderful bit of character lore. Hidden, like 4 layers deep, in what was ostensibly a prank call minigame. That some people would never bother engaging with in the first place. And if it wasn't for the fact that I insist on clicking on everything because I've been playing point and click since I was a teenager, we wouldn't have found that. But that was like a really important, really poignant moment where we learn so much about Harry without being told anything. Oh, it was so good. This poor man. This poor, poor man. And from talking to the police officers as well, it feels very much like I find it fascinating how much we're rebuilding Harry, yet there will always be the scars of who he was before that night. Just like a real person. That's another reason why I love this game so much, because not only does it feel like a lived-in world, but the characters are as real as they can be. Harry is always going to carry what and who he was before we took control of him with him for the rest of his life in some form or another. Those scars will always be there. And there are relationships that have very clearly been completely destroyed by what happened to him and then what he inflicted on other people as a result of what happened to him. And I don't know if I'm right still. I could still be wrong. But I feel like everything that has happened thus far does still lead into my initial theory from back when we first got our ID back. That those 3 deaths on his card are the tipping point. Something happened, he couldn't save those people, it drove him to drink, destroyed his relationship with the woman on the phone, destroyed his relationship with his precinct mates. And he just slowly spiraled, and nobody along the way has really tried to help him. He's gone further and further down that hole, all on his own. And then Kim's come along and gone, "You're weird, you smell funny, you look funny, and you keep saying stupid shit. Also, you keep taking drugs and I don't like that. But you are my partner, and I will work with you, and I will tolerate you to an extent." And they've grown to know and respect each other over the 5 days they've been working together. And they're making each other better. You see what I mean? They are complementing each other. They are building a good dynamic as a team. And Harry is finding himself again. And it's only with the help and compassion of a friend that he's able to do that. He could never do it on his own. And it's frankly, it's really fucking beautiful to see. It's so sad. It's genuinely tragic that Harry's life has been destroyed to the point that it has by something in his past that we're still not 100% sure on, but that we have been given plenty of hints for. And it's sad that he will never be able to go back to those relationships, those things that he had before that point in his life. And that he can't even grieve for it because the only way he knew how to cope with what had happened was to basically obliterate himself. But hopefully with time and with patience, and most importantly of all, with the compassion of those around him, he'll be able to...
You're accused of heresy on 3 counts.
Welcome in, Grox. I hope you're doing well today. He'll be able to actually start grieving for those relationships that he's lost in a healthy and productive way, and can move on with his life and build new relationships and form new communities and become the Harry that he is deep down inside, which isn't the broken little man that everybody seems to think he is. He's hurting really hard. And it's very powerful to bear witness to that, in all honesty. This is such a fantastically written game. And it's hard. I'm not saying it's not. It's hard to be there for somebody when they are that self-destructive. And I do not fault anybody in his life that decided they did not want to be a part of it because of how self-destructive he was being. Because there's no way that wasn't affecting them as well. It's just so sad to be able to see it from the outside and see all of them hurting. And none of them being able to be there for each other. Okay, so we're on the boardwalk. I got distracted by the phone because we were looking for an investigation point on the boardwalk and I haven't found it yet. Harry typed her number almost on reflex. Absolutely. Which is how I'm able to say with almost utmost certainty that she is his ex. Like, the second he started dialing the number and it was saying that, you know, he was dialing out of reflex, because it was a reflex to dial those numbers in the way that he was. I was like, oh shit, he's calling his ex. Because it's what you do. Not me thinking how I can type an ex's number I hurt particularly bad about without even thinking. Yep. Thankfully, I'm completely over her and things are looking better, but those digits are branded in my frontal cortex. Yeah, exactly. Like, thankfully, I never had to memorize any of my ex's numbers, so they're all gone. Like, I relied entirely on my phone's memory for that. But there are certain numbers that if a significant change occurred in my life, they would be the numbers that I would dial on reflex and then go, oh fuck, yeah, no, I'm not supposed to do that. Or I shouldn't do that. That's really gonna stay with me though. Like, I'm still thinking about it. I know what I need to be doing right now, but all I can think about is that phone call. That is some grade A fucking writing. A+ even. Does it see the, Damn it. Oh, nice. Love some Maltesers. I put my final Sweet Punks order of the year in yesterday. And they've got chocolate orange jazzies in for Christmas, so I got a little bag of those as well. Because my favourite thing about Christmas is eating chocolate orange stuff. And Liebkutchen as well. I love Liebkutchen. Or, I know I'm saying that wrong. That's how my mum says it, and it's stuck with me. It's Liebkuchen, isn't it? Leverkuchen? I'm sure the 1+ Germans in chat will correct me. Oh, we can still talk to Measurehead. I don't want to talk to Measurehead. Guy's a twat. Okay, so it's not... They're not things that appear there, but I suppose we've not actually identified them yet. Ooh, welcome back with M&Ms. M&Ms also very tasty. This is the boardwalk, right? I'm not going daft. Is there more to it than... Because I went over here, and there was nothing to investigate over here either. Finished my pizza from last night. What kind of pizza was it? Please tell us everything. I wonder if it's this side I need to be on. Texas barbecue, yummy. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing on the boardwalk to investigate, because it doesn't seem like there's anything for me to investigate on the boardwalk.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Oh, the corpse is gone now, that's good.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
Can't examine anything here. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. That's about the guy that died. That's not really helpful for us. Am I missing something obvious here? Can I go this way? No. Do I need to stand here? Is there a different boardwalk? Is that my problem? Am I at the wrong boardwalk? It's not triggering any thoughts or anything. Okay, let's go for Land's End instead. Where the fuck is Land's End from here? That'll be over here somewhere, right?
Hello there.
Hello, Dr. Fireman PC. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Why so interested in boardwalks?
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
Because we are looking for potential shooter locations, Dr. Fireman. And one of them is the boardwalk. But the boardwalk wasn't triggering a visual calculus. No, this is the Land's End one. I think this is Land's End. We've got 3 that are supposed to be quite close to each other. Land's End, the boardwalk, and the Eastlet. I thought we were looking for a coat. No, we know where the coat is, but we can't get to it. So something needs to happen to make the coat accessible. About the cigarette
A smoking
butts.
assailant who favors Timotiri to Austria or Duha. Cigarette butts are part of the campfire set. They're also everywhere. Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator?
To warm his hands before he pulled the trigger. There are no markings on the ground for a tripod. he would have had to lie on a mattress. This is simply not a good spot for a 1.2-kilometer shot.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower, took the shot there?
The salty water has corroded the ladder to nothing but 2 thin orange rails. In addition, there is no stable nest up there. It would have been useless.
Thank you, Vizcal.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either.
Okay. Over the water to the whirling in
There,
rags.
1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible.
Yeah. This is not where the sniper was.
A glowing light on the 3rd floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender. Smoking, drinking, being happy and elated, without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
Oh, sod off, Electrochem. I enjoy my detective work. Okay, so which one did we actually find there? Yeah, that was Land's End. So we still haven't found the boardwalk one, and we haven't found the island one. Go to bed, Elgem. I'm guessing that our island is over there. Is there a way to get to it? Trying to remember the positioning of everything in the reconstruction we did. I'm pretty sure Land's End was in the middle. If we can find a way... Can't go up there. Can't go around the back of the church. Can we go around the front of the church? Come along, Harrier. Can we go this way? Yes. Then up here. And that just leads us back here. We can't get over there. Can't interact with this. What a pity. Ooh, okay, there's a thought. Ah, there it is. How do we get to you? You're down here, maybe? Yes. And then will Joyce take us to the island?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
That looks like a no. Okay, never mind. We can't interact with her boat, so... Now we're back here. It still feels like that is the correct boardwalk based on where things were positioned, but obviously it's not. Oh! No, go back! Oh, okay. runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Is that a hint? People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. Oh, we got a level up. Okay. Do we put one into interfacing like I said we were going to? Or do we unlock what appears to be our final thought space? Fuck grammar. Excellent. You think interfacing. We could get a temporary research bonus by unlocking the thought space for Arno van Eck, and then we get +1 to interfacing by doing that, which seems like we could maybe game the system a little bit there. That's a 50-minute one. That could work. Yeah, I think we'll do that. But we're not going to do it yet. We'll do it when we go back to the church. Because it's only a 50-minute buff. A hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? Okay, so... Oh!
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in, though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit.
Hello, Poirot.
Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Thank you, Coach.
And dangerous. Dangerous too.
It's dangerous to go alone and take points. Nothing more to do here, then. Just meandering aimlessly in the hopes that I trigger a thought of some description. But evidently not. Do anything with this gate? No. Can we not go that way? Guess not. We go around here? Yeah.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere.
That's a shame.
Poor things.
Agreed. This is really bad weather for locusts. Especially considering they've not got access to a food source in there, really. I don't need to check these.
A few locusts trudge
Finish
along
this
the wall
quest.
of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
Can't go that way. around here again, just in case I missed something. Because you never know. It really does feel like it should be here. Based on everything. But yes, I'm wrong. God, I miss Kim. So lonely without him. No one constantly judging me, second guessing everything I do. Okay. We put our interfacing gear on, we level up. I think our gloves are already, yeah, they're +2 interfacing. Let's see what else we've got that we can put on. If anything. I'm so bad at remembering what everything does. I guess that's a no. We're already as good at interfacing as we can be based on our clothing. So... Oh, that's weird. Why has that gone to +1? It should be +3. It's bonuses from thoughts only. Oh, okay. I was very confused for a second there. Thank you for pointing that out, Brimbles. Okay. Let's give this another punch, shall we?
Good morning, comrade! Yeah!
Hardcore. Oh. I actually have to put the points into interfacing for it to work. Shit. Damn it. Harry needs someone to tell him, no, don't do that, you look like a twat. Yeah, basically. I was hoping that the extra bonuses would work there, but I guess not. Oh well. I guess we just have to put a point into interfacing next time we level up in 94 points time. Whenever that happens. Bye, Egghead. We've already done so much good for that track, though. It sounds so much better now. Okay. What if it's the church? What if it's not the boardwalk? Not the church. I mean, I feel like it still could be, but... Okay. Where else might we need to go? I mean, maybe it's this bit of the boardwalk that we can't reach, but I don't know how to access it. And there's not much of it to stand on, so... Can't go that way.
Just dead and dying locusts and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds. Poor things.
I wonder if we're going to get anything for checking all of the traps again. I've already been here. Actually, can we do anything with that? I know we couldn't last time we tried, but maybe things have changed now.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
I
The
ain't
door
trying that.
hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Even with +3, that is still such a low percentage chance of success. I don't feel comfortable trying that. Definitely want to be over here. But specifically where over here is the problem. I'm going to talk to these two again and see if they've got anything new for me. Because I've completely ignored them today.
Hello again.
Ah, we can talk to them about seeing suspicious people. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
Day off? You've been here for at least 3 days.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Do you want to hear about the Feld building again?
Sure. What's on your mind?
What have we got here? Anything? Nothing new.
But of course. What else?
Okay. He's of no use to us. We already tried that one. That didn't work out for us either. And we've looked around here and not had anything proc, so it's probably not here. Been in there? I don't know if we've been in here. Well, if we haven't, there's nothing in here, and if we have, we've already cleared it out. We've been on so many misadventures during this playthrough. Oh! Shot couldn't have come from here. Trees block the way. Ooh, okay. That's good. Did that... That didn't help. Okay. That didn't unlock anything. But does that mean there's somewhere over here we can get to the other side of this? Not there. Good time for an autosave, because we've got another break coming up very shortly. Go this way. Nothing to investigate there. Nothing there. Okay, not this way. How about this way? Ooh, what's that? Biker cop sunnies? Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Chibi. Okay, I think we'll just hang out here for a minute. Well, for 3 minutes. Well, we all go do some meat mecha maintenance. So, now it's a great time, everyone, to grab a drink, grab a snack, have a stretch, get some fresh air, all that good stuff, and I will be back with you in 3 minutes after I have done the same. Also, it is getting dark, so I'm probably gonna turn the lights on. Just got back from my coffee. Oh, I'm so sorry, Carv. You haven't missed much. I've been wandering around trying to figure stuff out and failing. Right. See you folks in 3 minutes. BRB.
I'm out of ammo. Okay. Time to kill God with an SMG. Oh, here we go.
What have you done? I am a literal meat brick. Oh my god, this is cursed. I'm not gonna be able to fight anything because I'm gonna be too busy fucking laughing.
Oh, what's that?
He's only a little excited, can you tell? What's that you said, right? You mean the big door?
No, Dan. Look at the body.
I was going to.
Look at it.
With you.
Perceive it.
What body? I didn't see a body.
Perceive me.
Will this get rid of the dollar that's stuck in our hand? I don't think it will. Oh no. We're just gonna spend the whole game with this dollar stuck in our hand now. We can get some water. I put the bear trap down and then stepped in it. I am a failure. Oh, that was embarrassing.
I'm proud of you.
Why? What did I do?
I don't know, something in the captions about putting the laundry away.
Thank you.
It's in general, I suppose.
Oh, thank you.
Nobody clapped that.
Yeah, that went so well for you last time you said nobody clipped that.
Thunders your hawk.
No!
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you're all feeling refreshed. I was trying to do something right at the start of the stream and couldn't.
Modhalo1 just subscribed for 29 months. Wow.
Modhale, hello.
Ambrose Subby.
Could you pick me up so I can bite you?
Thank you so much for being subscribed for 29 months. I hope you're doing well today.
Oh! Oh, hello.
Where is it? Ah, there it is. For some reason, my swap the tip jar channel point redemption had switched itself off. Because I wanted to put the Christmas tip jar on and couldn't. So we still have the Halloween Murray Christmas jar. Murray Christmas jar? Murray tip jar for some reason. Now I'm patiently waiting for the tip jar to refresh. Doesn't seem to want to. There we go. Tired and sore for assembling a bed yesterday. Holy heckers. Otherwise good. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Okay. Full disclosure, I asked Google why I couldn't find the right spot on the boardwalk whilst we were having that break. It turns out it's because we actually have to progress the plot to be able to access that one and the island one. So I am going to stop pursuing this until it is the correct time to do so. And we're going to go do something else, because otherwise I will literally just be wandering around for the next 4 hours and getting nothing done. So let's see what else we can do. We can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that right now. Can't do that right now. I'm wondering if that's locked behind the plot. Time locked sidewalks are the worst. Well, it's not so much that it's time locked as that it's plot locked. Which is fine. I just wish there was some indication of that. So, hang on. This will take some checking out of locations. Yes, I have tried that. It didn't work. But find all the armor pieces. Note, this might take a while, like a long time. When we've got ones that are to an extent time locked, normally they say this is going to take a long while, or this may take a long time. Or something like that, whereas this one's just like, oh, this will take some checking out of locations. Okay, I don't mind checking out locations. Why aren't they feeding me any info? So thank you to the internet for helping me with this conundrum, because it looks like I am not the only person that's gone, why can't I find the boardwalk orb? Okay, what else can we do? Let's have another look at our list of tasks. Look how short it is in comparison to how it was before. Like, we actually had to scroll through them at one point, but we've cleared off so many of them. It's a very nice feeling. We can't do this one. Find the murder weapon. We need better hand-eye coordination to do this. We could go and talk to the scab leader. We can go and ask about Ruby. Sorry, something looks funny with the tip jar. I'll fix it later. We can't do this. Or if we can, I haven't found the transceiver yet, so... We can't do this until we level up again. Or we can't attempt this until we level up again. Can't do that. Okay, so really all we can do right now is ask the scab leader about the tattoos. And asking about Ruby in the village. These are literally the only things we can do right now. So, I guess that's what we do. And seeing as we're on this side, because I think when it says the village, it means the Fisher village. Seeing as we're on this side, we'll go ask the scab leader about the tattoos first. And hope he doesn't punch us.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos. I'm not just going to be like, are you a mercenary?
Don't think so.
He grunts, barely glancing at it.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
We're going to play our cards close to our chest and see what happens. We're investigating a murder. These tattoos were on the victim's body.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. You see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloths?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one tiny star in the web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
He squints at it. It's so small. Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush in Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips, as if drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Okay, this is probably going to hurt my morale, but I'm going to let him talk.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon...
Thank you for the content warning. If you can be a bit more specific about what the specific content warning is, I would appreciate that. And hello Sol, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I mean, hopefully it's covered by the long list of shit in my content warning ticker that's going across the top of the screen right now. War crimes, okay. Cool. Content warning for war crimes, everybody.
At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know. But
okay.
Not too old.
I don't want to hear any more out of your mouth, mate. This isn't useful. You knew him, right?
What's the matter, militiaman? No stomach for it? This man was worth 1,000 loincloths. We're done talking here.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to go any further with that. Do I say it? after that, do I say it? Kinda wanna. Can't save game during a conversation. Yeah, I figured as much, Rocket. Hence the, you know what, never mind. We can take him. Are you sure, Primbles?
Right to work! Right to work!
I'm not sure we
Shame
can.
on you!
This man is so much muscle he doesn't fit in the clothes he's pretending to wear. Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Be careful. He's holding it deep, but there are things in there you don't want to meet. Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking bug.
He breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating, his mouth slightly open. May not have the plate armor, but he's still very much on form, absolutely.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
Thank you, Rhetoric.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
I'm on to you, you fucker. Bye-bye. I suppose he can't blow his cover right now, can he? So we're safe. Until the strike ends, we're safe. After that, who knows? Why am I walking when I could just be fast traveling? Oh, it won't let me now. Oh, is that because I'm not at the waterfront anymore? I can only fast travel from one of those locations to another. Okay. Can't blow it when he's alone and unarmed. He could get swarmed. Yep. I didn't check this one. Let's check it. Just in case there is something we can get out of checking
they
them
seem
again.
weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid.
Poor little bugs.
Poor things.
Okay. Fishing village.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She nods with a wrinkled smile. Oh yeah, there's no way Everett doesn't know and just isn't doing anything about it right now. Biding his time, maybe?
She's being evasive. She knows something.
This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
I just said it wasn't about the Union.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
Half-Light, you leave the old lady alone. She is giving us free accommodation so that we can crank call our ex. So just stop. Chill, okay? I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Thank you, Logic. Okay. We'll just leave her alone. We'll go and ask the picker.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and the waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
She tilts her head and looks at the sea.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
That's my car! I'm polluting the ocean! I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
It bothers me that this is a white check. Like, she says no and we can come back and try again later. Fuck it. That's my car in the sea.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation. It's very conceptual.
An installation? Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
You're suggesting we honour the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
I like Lillian.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in. But organising a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Yeah, nature's not really going to take care of the car though, is it? Kind of the point.
It's going to be quite a few years before nature is able to completely take care of a motor carriage. You can always come back in a few months and see if you still want to give it a proper send-off.
It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area or...
I understand, believe me. I really do. I think about all the frivolous side activities I could be doing every time I go out there with my nets.
She brushes back her hair.
But daydreaming is a rich man's game. At sea, you can't afford to be careless and dream. Anyway, what are we talking about here again?
Nothing. I'm done. Bye-bye. I'm not asking you out on a date. chances of rejection are supremely high. Yeah, Lillian's great.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people
What
around?
bad people?
One of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open. Bad people, criminals, dangerous women.
No, we're not really supposed to talk to strangers, you know.
The other twin shakes his head. You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Explains the other one, tongue still lolling out of his mouth. I already said
The
that.
stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
I've got to admit, the twins look older in-game than they sound in the voiceover, which is a little jarring for me. Sounds like actual kids voicing them. I think it is.
The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case.
What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking, just wobbling around like he's afraid of something. You will never get an answer. That's how it is with these little idiots.
Wow, logic, that's mean. Bye kids, take care. We're not going to be mean to the children.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What does the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow.
I have some terrible news, chat. I'm suddenly very tired. I was really hoping we'd get some speedrunning in after point and clicks today, but I don't think I have the energy. So, I think we'll get to a sensible point to pause in this, and then we'll finish up for the day, because it's just hit me like a massive wave of tiredness. I'm still kind of burnt out, and I've not had time for a proper break yet because I'm not off work for another 2 weeks. But hopefully, once I've had that rest from work, I'll be able to go back to my normal streaming schedule without having to like finish up early and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm absolutely knackered all of a sudden. Need some advice from chat. Considering using a little monitor when GMing Traveller RPG to display mood images, NPC portraits, etc. Want to be running it off of something like OBS on a laptop. What, in your opinions, is the best version of the various OBS alikes? Just go straight for OBS. Would be...
Hello there.
Hello, Waddledee, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, just go for OBS itself. It's free. It's user-friendly. It doesn't require Twitch integration or anything like that. And most importantly, it's the one that every other OBS steals to use as the basis for their own version. Like, Streamlabs OBS is literally just OBS with Streamlabs' RAM-consuming crap over the top of it. How goes the game? The game goes. I'm having a lot of fun with it. You're most welcome, Modhell. And if you need any advice with setting stuff up, there's a bunch of stuff in the streamer tips and tricks channel of the Discord, but I'm also available sort of to respond to any specific queries you might have, just like drop me a message on Discord and I'll help you out when I have the time. Always happy to help people out setting stuff up. Yeah, it's going well. I really like this game. My one problem at the moment is I'm very tired all the time, which means I can't dedicate as much to it as I want to.
The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Yeah, if you saw the Golden Sky Stories one shot I did for St. Jude in May that I streamed, all of the stuff for that was done through OBS except for the soundboard stuff, because I did that through voice mod, because I've got voice mod premium that I got super duper cheap when they were doing a lifetime license for like a $5. I was just like, yes, please, we'll have some of that. And all of the like character sound effects that played were done through that. I'd got Spotify linked up to OBS for playing thematic music during the actual RP, and all of the visuals and stuff like that were all done through OBS with buttons on my Stream Deck mapped to change the scene automatically. Just to make things nice and easy for me whilst I was running it. Hey,
Hello
Zozo,
there.
welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine
Not too bad,
rattles a
thank
drawer
you, Zozo.
full of
Very
silverware.
tired. I'm hoping to do some more of those in the future. I've got some... I'm just going to tell you folks, fuck it. The folks that were involved in that Clock Tower Golden Sky Stories one-shot had a really good time and said they'd quite happily play more of that game. So I have been, when I've had time and energy, like making notes for little sort of self-contained stories set in a Clock Tower specific instance of Golden Sky Stories that I hope once I've got things put together properly I can basically say to folks within the Clock Tower stream team, hey, do you want to participate in this particular episode? And we can make it not a regular thing, but like a semi-regular thing that maybe occurs during our charity fundraiser events. Because I think that'd be quite fun. Like, once a year you get a new episode of the Clock Tower Tales. Something like that. Intriguing. Oh, Zozo's interested now. What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
Oh, damn. About the road.
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
Oh, puppy. Dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
Oh, no. Oh, Harry, we didn't. Oh. Hey,
Hello.
Rust. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Is it bad that the realization that Harry probably hit a dog because he was drunk driving is more upsetting to me than the phone call we had with our ex earlier?
The wind moves the
enough.
aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
I don't think we can go any further than that. No, we can't. Oh.
Tequila Sunset.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
Wow.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages.
I don't want any more of your stories. I went to all the effort to wash your jacket for you and you said no. I'm really happy to hear that, Rust. It's always nice when a project that you want to work on goes well and you're able to put some time into it. Okay, let's go check our shack out. What do we have that we can investigate? This is new.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Well, we're wearing armoured gloves, so if there's anything dangerous in there, at least it won't hurt us straight away. In theory.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
Is it a gun?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Oh. Not just any bullet. A 9mm bullet.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
Or, if I'm not mistaken, the gun that killed the victim. A bullet.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer.
+1 because we've heard about the band 00. We're gonna let the mirror be and we're gonna get changed and then try the mirror again. At least we're getting changed in private this time. the only encyclopedia thing we have? Guess so.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer.
At least those glasses give something. Yeah. Not a lot, though. What is causing... Yeah. Oh, it's Coach Physical Instrument causing my problem. Of course it is. Of course it is. And I can't forget this until I level up again. Because it's literally only useful to me if I'm not wearing a shirt. If we get our titties out, we're more powerful. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Go confront the woman.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly. Guessing you didn't put it there. Ruby did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
She shakes her head. You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag, after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
Her wrinkled hand kneads a blue rag in the water.
She seems genuinely worried
Hi,
about
Mom.
her previous tenant.
Welcome in.
She's seen her hiding out from trouble before, but this seems different.
Hope you're doing well today. You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Lord Hale, thank you very much for the fizzy cola bottle. Mum, thank you for the treat for Porthos. He is asleep right now. So I'll pop it to one side for when he wakes up. Did she talk to you much this time?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
A seagull flies overhead. Obviously a bad omen. It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
this.
No, she's a fighter.
She tilts her head to the side, looking up at you, deep in thought. I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witness any that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset.
She shakes her head.
The sun sets for everyone.
Thanks, Inland Empire.
She isn't
Very
what
cheerful.
you call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
Is that a hint? Did she have any technical equipment with her? Like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Her tone is without malice. Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
She drops the rag into the bucket. It's clean now.
The Feld electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
I don't have any more questions about Ruby, but I don't like leaving things
What more do you want to know about that poor girl?
highlighted.
Yes,
So we're doing
let's
that.
hear those other questions. One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
I really need to wait for Kim to get back.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I don't know if I can just pass time now, because I don't want to do anything else.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
No time to rest yet. Okay. We will finish up there, though, because we've got plenty of good intel from today. Now we just need to wait for Kim to get back, and then we can... Oh, excuse me. We can proceed with the plot, because it feels like...
Hello there.
Hey, uplifting yumminess. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Yeah, it feels like this might be the point where we're going to end up progressing the plot so I can actually look for the boardwalk shooter. And I don't want to do that without Kim. I don't want to be without Kim for the next part of the game. So I've got to find some way of passing the time until it lets me go to bed. But I'll figure that out next week, because I am so tired. I got so excited about the ballistics, I think that sapped the last bit of energy that I had. Silly me. Oh well. We would have been starting speedrunning at 4 o'clock anyway, and I already said I was too tired to speedrun today, unfortunately. We will get back on with Speed Fun Day at some point in the future, because I do miss speedrunning and I need to knock the rust off, but... that day will not be today, unfortunately. Just quitting out of the game so I've not got too much music going off at once. Massive, massive thank you everyone for coming along today. I hope you've had a good time. I certainly have. I am adoring Disco Elysium. I can't wait to play more of it.
Farewell, my friend.
I just need a break. I'm so tired. Genuinely, I'm hoping that once I've had my break from work and things are a little more settled in that space, I'll have a bit more energy for streaming as well and can do both in balance the way I used to. We'll see. Anyway, I will be live again on Wednesday for some more Quarters in session. We are right at the end of Turnabout Samurai, so I'm quite looking forward to the big reveal on that. My bitrate. Sorry. Maybe too much snow on this scene. He ain't missing much. Hi, Slow. Yeah. So that's when I'll be live next. I've already said thank you to everybody. So all that's left to do now is send you off to somebody. I'm going to send you over to the lovely Garlips, who, or maybe I'm not. Oh, fuck. He went offline the second I was about to raid him. Typical. Oh, shush, Slow. Just trying to decide who we go see instead. Let's go see MBZ. Seeing as you're not getting any speedrunning out of me, let's go see one of my fellow binary breakers who is learning the speedrun for one of the Final Fantasy games. I can never remember which one is which, and I can't read the number on the little icon that I have on my Stream Deck. So, but she is learning the speedrun for a Final Fantasy game.
Hello there.
Well, thank you for being here, Torpor. There you go, that one. She's a fantastic speedrunner and just an all-round sweetheart. Has been on low res with me a few times now. Just absolutely fantastic person. Well worth a follow if you aren't already. You don't need to apologise, ma'am. The VOD will be available if you want to watch it, and you know, we've all got lives. Please do give Z a follow if you're not already, and please do join in on the raid, even if you're not going to be able to stick around for it, because I know it will absolutely make her day. Anyway, I've got so little time left, so take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fucking